So welcome to unit number 2. I hold up 3 fingers. Unit number 2, unlocking infinite capacity to perceive. So there's this funky thing that this reality does, and it hands you what I call fixed points of view. It's like ways of thinking about things that cause you to have a distorted perception of what is true. And as a result of this wonderful thing they call public education, they've actually handed you a complete reality and said, this is true, this is true, that is true, this is true. And you should look to people outside of you, scientists and doctors and important people who have been authorized truth holders, to actually know what is true. And you should be actually ignoring anything that you think because you're so insubstantial and insignificant and pathetic, so don't even bother. Like, that's kind of what education was about. And now that I've summarized that, it's like, boop, let's just let that one go. This reality is constantly through media, movies, television, advertising, trying to get you to think and believe things in a certain way to get you to buy stuff, be a consumer, or to give you an illusion of how this reality works that isn't true, but it serves the matrix. And it's extensive. There's a phrase, everything is the opposite of what it appears to be. And that's really quite close to the truth, in my point of view, after having spent years looking for and digging for the truth. And I'm not saying it's truth, that's what I have found personally true. But what is your truth? It's not about what Jaden's truth is. It's what about what's true for you personally. And that's what's most important. And in this unit, I want to invite you into, how do you find what is your truth? Once you've done the first part of getting back to you, then the second part becomes, well, now that you're being you, what is true for you? This is also useful when you've got a weird glitchy thing going on in your reality, that like something's just wonky with a relationship or with anything. It doesn't matter what the topic is. The first step is always getting back to you, and I'll give you the tools to do that. And then the second step is, what are the points of view here that are clouding your judgment or your perception? Clearing all of those, and then asking questions to reconnect and perceive what you know to be true for you personally, from your infinite perception and through your body's connection to the infinite planet and infinite universe. And between your awareness as an infinite being and your body's awareness, it gives you the binocular vision to see the truth in a way that only you can see it. And your truth is always most valuable for you personally. My truth may be closer than somebody else's truth to helping you see something, but it's still not as laser pinpoint as your specific truth. So my truth is just kind of maybe getting you a little bit closer to your truth, hopefully, maybe not. And then how can I get you to perceive, or how can I invite you to perceive your truth? And that's in here in this step. Let me zoom in, and that's not zooming in. This is zooming in. And so there's 3 main components that I want to explore with you on this. So the first one here, and if you've watched any of my videos, you've undoubtedly heard me say, what are all the unknowable, unspeakable, unseeable, untouchable, undetectable? Unconsciousness, anti-consciousness, energy fog, disinformation cloaking, Wernicke spins, booby traps, and covert, unseen, unacknowledged, undisclosed energies and frequencies around all of this. Just notice what that brings up. And in recent clearing strategies, where it's like, how do we grab all of this? Here's how we do it now. So I just have to grab everything that's up, and can we put that in some pile out in front of you? Yeah, I choose that. And just move all that into a pile. And kind of separate from that. Like, I am not that. Just kind of leave that in the pile there and take a step back from it energetically. And then allow yourself to grab all the other stuff that's down below in the pile, everything from back behind in the pile, everything from up above, everything way out front, everything from the left, from the right, everything from inside, blah, outside, everything remaining on the pile, and body, planet, let that go, not you, not yours. And tell your body, let that go, not you, not yours. Say it out loud. Body, not you, not yours. Let that go, not you, not yours. Let it go, let it go. Never was yours, never was yours. Tell your body it was never yours. Let it go, let it go, let it go. There you go. And then can we shrink all that stuff down to less than nothing? Yeah, I choose that. Boo! Incinerate. And that's how I currently do clearing. There's no wrong way to do it. It's however you're used to. If you're used to using the axis clearing, if you're used to using the avatar clearing, if you're used to using whatever clearing works for you, matters not. It's about you disassociating from that, recognizing that's not you, and choosing to destroy and uncreate your connection and attachment to that information. Simple. This package of stuff is the stuff that this reality hands to you to occlude your body, to make it unknowable, unspeakable, unseeable, to make it unconscious, anti-consciousness, to create this fog, to create disinformation, to cloak. Reiniki's commands, we chapters are a bit more complicated. You'll have to watch the video down below for that. And all the stuff that deliberately hides things, makes them covert, unseen, unacknowledged, undisclosed, which is from access consciousness. This is what obfuscates your reality and hides your truth. So the first thing we always do is just clear all of that. Then the second thing that I want to introduce to you is a process I developed called the spectrum clearing. And what it does is, normally we're used to clearing just a specific point of view we have. But what happens is they're connected to other things. And if you just clear this, but you have the ones connected to it, as you'll be drawn to play in the polar opposite of that. And as you play in the polar opposite, you kind of recreate the stuff on the opposite side again. And it's like, wait a minute, I cleared that. No, it's back. Well, polarity in this reality is trippy, and that's what we're going to explore. How do you engage, how do you work with the authentic polarity that's here and clear all the polarized stuff? So this reality does its damnedest to get you to take a point of view and to get you to align and agree with something, or resist and react to it, or to defend for something or defend against it. And then interference piles on top of you this energy of trying to get you to be righteous for something, knowing that that's the right way that is, or righteous against, knowing that it's not right that way. And in that, it causes you to get into this struggle where you're going back and forth and back and forth. So if you notice, there are certain topics, you think about it, you can never ever find the answer, because it keeps causing you to jump from one side. No, this is true. No, that's true. No, this is true. No, this is wrong. No, this is right. No, this is wrong. This is right. And there's no solution, because it's just this, like two magnets. You're just playing the game with the magnets. There's no way out of it short of clearing all the polarized or magnetized information in your reality. I want to teach you a clearing for doing that in a way where it grabs the whole spectrum of information, and it's just gone. All the bullshit that this reality hands you and programs you with about a topic to get you to see a false reality, the whole false reality is just gone. From that point, you can start to see your truth. And then another one that is, again, a piece of something from Gary Douglas developed is everything. It's clearing the decisions that everything that you've made something mean, and everything that you've decided it doesn't mean. And there's more of them, but these three are the ones that I want to give you as part of this program here, this free program, that you clear these three things, all of a sudden you can start to see what's true in your reality. So that's what we'll do in unit number 2. We're going to have you look at how do you clear the points of view that this reality has kind of piled on your head. It's like, oh, great, thank you. And how do we get rid of all that stuff so then we can start asking questions and see what is actually true for me about this topic. So this is always the place that I start with people. Once you got back to you, let's clear the fixed points of view. Then we can start approaching a topic from a clear space and not be influenced by the distortions that this reality's handed us. So welcome to Unit 2. Down below, you'll find the videos and different things that are going to go through these and show you these tools. Play with these tools. It takes a bit of practice, but once you get them and you start to recognize, like, wow, it clears a space, you'll take a topic and you'll clear the space and you'll be able to see the truth in that topic in a way you've never been able to see it before. And then you look at a topic you haven't cleared and you're like, ugh. So you then clear that topic, and then you clear that topic, and then you clear that topic. And when you do this, and I'm not saying it's simple or quick, but you can actually get to a space where you start to perceive the truth in all areas of your life because you've eliminated all the disinformation and crap that this reality is overlaid and programmed you with. And you now can just start to see, whoa, this reality is not what I thought it was. And you've always known it wasn't exactly the way you think it was, but you'll actually be able to see clearly, whoa, that's what's going on. Holy shit, that's why I felt that way. The way you interact and the way you feel is going to start to make more sense because you're not operating through this false programming. You're operating through what you personally see as true about your reality. And then there's an alignment between what you feel about your reality and what you know to be true, and everything just gets easier. That's my invitation for exploring with fixed points of view. Cool. Go play.